What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's your boy Files back here with a brand new one for you today. I want to show you guys my laptop settings for Call of Duty Warzone, which is a really nice settings for if you are playing on laptop. Currently, I have a GTX 1660 Ti and my processor is an i7-9750H, so pretty decent specs for a laptop gaming. So these are my settings right here. My display mode, I like to set on full screen borderless, so you can also set it on full screen if you need to. But full screen borderless is not bad. So my graphics card right here and my refresh rate is 144 Hz. So this is the default refresh rate of your monitor or your screen. So I'm currently playing on the laptop on its own, no external monitor. So the refresh rate of my laptop screen is 144 Hz. So that's what I set it on. So the render resolution always on 100. You can reduce it a little all the way to 90 or 80, 85. Don't go lower than 85, guys. If you go lower than 85, I don't think you're going to see anything clearly in the game. So keep it on 85 to 100 if you really need it. Don't go lower than 97. Don't go lower than 90, guys, because if you go lower than 90, you start to have a difficulty seeing what you are playing. So I keep mine on 100 always. So advanced, I don't need to set anything on advanced, so you can collab it. So dynamic resolution, I set it to disabled. I don't really need this, and I don't need this. So aspect ratio, you can set it automatic or you can set it to whatever you want. I set it on automatic because, well, I don't like trouble, I don't like stress. So automatic. Sync every frame is off. This will limit your frame rate, so you don't want this to be turned on. Put this on disabled, and you don't need this since this one is turned off. So going to brightness, I set it to 55. You can set it lower depending on your eyesight. So this is preference, your preference, whatever you see is best. This brightness is whatever you see is best. So display gamma, I set it to sRGB 2.2. So you can set it as well to whatever you see fit or whatever you like. But mine is set to sRGB because of my laptop display. So if you are rocking a laptop display as well, so you might want to set to 2.2 sRGB. So this is turned to disabled, and this should be on enabled plus boost. After that, you click on apply settings. So once that is applied, you want to move on to quality. So quality is the next part of things. So your field of view, I like mine to be on 120 because I can see everything clearly, so I can see where the enemy is coming from and where I need to, it makes you see the whole map a little bit more clearer. If you are playing on 60 FOV, you can see 80, 100 and 120. So you need your FOV to be quite wide so you can see everything going on around you. So you want to make sure you click on advanced and you set this to affected. ADS field of view, set this to affected so you can see the game a little bit more clearly. Your camera movement should be least 50% so that you don't get a lot of camera movements when you are playing, so it doesn't so you don't get distracted from the game you're actually playing, right? So collapse that. My streaming quality is set to low. Well, I don't really know for you guys, but low seems to work best for me. So you can play around with the settings, but low seems to work best for laptop and low end PCs, something like that. My texture resolution set to normal, and particle quality set to high. But if you have a lower spec PC or laptop, you can reduce this to, I think, low. So you can reduce that. Bullet impact and sprays, this is preference, but I like to set it enabled so I can see where enemies are coming from, where they are shooting, or where they are, where they are shooting from. So tessellation, or then you want to set this to disabled. You might also set disabled or for tessellation. It's not really necessary, but I like to put it on all, just preference, but it takes a little bit of, let me just set it for disabled so you guys can see the performance gain you get when you're playing. So it's on disabled. Advanced, you don't need all this, so just collapse all this. So this part as well is the next part we are going to deal with, the filmic strength. This is the reason that I set the filmic strength to 1, because my anti-aliasing is disabled. If you have anti-aliasing enabled to like C2X, you can set this to 0. But if you have it lower than 1x, so because you are playing on a lower spec PC, so you don't want to have it higher than 1x, well, I recommend you set it on off and you set the filmic strength to 1 so you can get the best performance for your processor or your capacity. So you can see the rest is disabled. Depth of field, motion blur is disabled. Shadow map resolution is set to normal. Catch blah 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 set to enabled, and this is set to enabled as well. Particle lighting is set to normal so I can see a lot more clearer in the game. So there are some things you don't want to sacrifice for performance so you can play a little bit more better game. So you need to see what you're shooting and you need to see what's going on around you. So that's why these settings are like this. So these are basically my settings for a laptop, and I'm going to show you some gameplay footage right now of how many FPS I'm getting while playing the game. So I hope you guys will enjoy the video. If you did learn something, if you did enjoy the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and without that being said, let's jump right into some gameplay and enjoy it, guys. This is the best place I love to play. Shit, damn, that was a fucking mistake I made. Somebody here already, but I'm gonna try my best to. Shit, risking. Shit, run. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's like we're having a good start. Gun, I need a gun. Oh, these guys have teammates. Shit.
An enemy team is hunting you. Don't give up.
Shit. Chill. Fuck.
They assaulted that time, but
Ah! I tried, guys. I tried. This guy